This region right here is where the heart is located. You can see it's the chronic side. It needs to be detoxed. All here is the upper and lower lung region, okay, quite heavy of lymph. Right here is the shoulder, neck, and ear region. It's quite heavy of lymph. Beside right here is the mastoid medulla and cerebellum. These are important for brain communication. Okay, mastoid medulla is responsible for equilibrium, balancing, equilibrium, whereas the cerebellum is used for communication between the brain and the rest of the body, and that needs to be cleaned up. Right here is the pituitary gland. You can see it's the chronic side. This gland is very important because it controls all the other endocrine glands and needs to be detoxed. So use the pituitary glandula. Right here is the chest and the chest region and the breast region. Okay, quite heavy with lymph. Right here is the breast. Okay, you can see it's heavy with lymph, covered with lymph. So it needs to be detoxed. And right here is the pancreas and spleen region. You can see it's quite heavy with lymph. And you should notice that on the ribs section, the chest region, you can see dark spots there. This again shows lack of energy flow to and from the cells, okay? So it needs to be detoxed as well. Use a lung tincture, lung 2 tincture, and use upper circulation for the chest, or heart tincture to address the heart as well. Right here is the ovaries and testes region, okay? You can see it's quite heavy with lymph as well. Right here is the right foot, knee, and thigh region. You can see it's heavy and it's the chronic side, so it needs to be detoxed. Right here is the chronic adrenals, okay, and very weak kidneys. You can see here. When the kidneys are weak, you're going to have a skin ring, which you have, okay. It indicates that the kidneys are not filtering properly, so the skin takes the burden of eliminating waste. But the skin is not efficient, so this would happen. This section right here is the rectum and vagina region. You can see it's quite heavy with lymph. Okay, also have the uterus here as well. So all these sections is heavy with lymph as well. It should be detoxed. Right here is the bladder region. Again, heavy with lymph. It should be detoxed. If the kidneys are fixed, the bladder usually follows suit. So fix the kidneys and to get good kidney filtration. Right here is the lower middle upper back region. You can see it's quite heavy with lymph. Here the spine is also located here as well, and it's quite congested with lymph as well. Right here is the scapular region. Right here is the esophagus region. And right here is the voice box region. All heavy with lymph. Right here is the thyroid, and beside it the parathyroid, and they're both weak. The thyroid is responsible for metabolic rate and for sweating as well. And since you have a thin skin ring, it's due to a weak thyroid as well, so it needs to be addressed. This section right here is the upper, middle, lower jaw region. Again, heavy with lymph. Okay, the sinuses, quite congested with lymph. When you see this cloud-like structure over these organs, there's an issue with congestion of lymph. Right here is pineal. You can see it's congested. Pineal is what deals with sleep as well, so it needs to be detoxed. The brain section, all this here is the brain section, is quite heavy with lymph. Okay, it needs to be detoxed. Right at the top part here, below the skin ring, is the hair and scalp region. Again, heavy with lymph as well. It should be detoxed. Maybe use upper circulation and brain of 2 tinctures. The bowels are very pressing. The bowels are quite chronic. So when you see the yellow like this, that's sulfur and subacute lymph stagnation. So it's quite bad because it's getting to the chronic side, the darker side. And here's the small intestine. So you can see it's almost constricted, and then you have the transverse colon where it's quite congested as well with lymph, and then the ascending colon is quite prolapsed. Okay, I would say the bowels are actually quite spastic because you have enlargements, then you have contractions right here. So the bowels need to be cleaned up. You have a small mucoid plaque right here. This black line here shows malabsorption due to mucoid plaques blocking the small intestine. So we need to address that. You have a dark ring around the pupil. This indicates malabsorption due to mucoid plaque blocking the small intestine. So we need to clean that up. You have radii salaris, fine lines leaching out of the pupils. This indicates toxic tunnels of waste leaching out to other body parts and glands. So there's potential candida here because of the yellow and sulfur. Okay, and candida loves sulfur, so you should use parasite M to help you get rid of this for a few months.